everyone. With over 10 years having passed since its release, I thought I'd review another movie that I've been wanting to address for ages. Let's open at 2011's Rango, my favorite animated film of that year. After being introduced to a band of owl narrators, we are then introduced to a child character, a method acting chameleon voiced by Johnny Depp. I am well aware of the baggage it carries as of late, but for sake of argument, I'll focus on the film itself as well as its casting. Especially since Chameleon is lost on a different kind of baggage on the road and he ends up being bounced between traffic. Movie's director Gore Verbinski have a very energetic style and animation as he does in live action. But one of the cars in Illusion Hunter S. Thompson, that along Rango having the same shirt as one of his other cult roles, definitely indicated I was going to like this movie when I first saw it. Under the guidance of an armadillo known simply as Roadkill, voiced by Alvaro Molina, he seeks to find dirt, which is a small town amid said sentiment. It's deep in the Mojave Desert. I must say I love how the area has been depicted in this film. The chase of the bird hiding inside an old Doritos bottle is just full of so much energy, because the bird catches a horned lizard and Rango narrowly escapes. The other aspect I love about this film is how fit it leaves the scene in little dialogue, just letting the animation and art advance the story. The journey leads into dirt and the eccentric lizard beings by Isla Fisher. Liked her acting a long time, and her role here is among many she's made her own. The Thousand Downstairs movie is just hilarious, a way she called a constant side character a trollop. I really love the design of the town of Dirt, which is full of yet winging the characters and clips of the Desert Mouse, which was Abigail Breslin. And entering the local saloon, Rango takes the name of the cactus juice she's drinking. Also, really like a story about making multi-kill with just one bullet. It's a nice little way of saying, pay attention, it's going to be important later. Anyway, Rango's flights of fancy coincided with the male tortoise John, which relate to Ned Beatty, and we also have quite the impressive voice cast this movie. Includes some Mike Judge regulars such as Stephen Root and Bill Farmer. Rango becomes a new sheriff, and it's discovered that the town only has 6 days of water left. Also, Gila monster Bad Bill, voiced by Ray Winstone, and Balthazar the Mole, voiced by late Harry Dean Stanton. Another thing I love about this movie is the little details in the animation. The chase of Hawk starts with said Hawk cutting up an outhouse, which is actually in the bottle of Pepto-Bismol. Nice. The chase culminates in Rango hiding in a vending machine, actually taking out the Hawk with one bullet. You know what I said about that story being important? This is part of that, and we will come back to that later. With that, Rango is tasked with helping maintain order in Dirt. As Bean starts to suspect the mayor, she also slights the mayor's the aforementioned trollop insult. Her name is Angelique, voiced by Claudia Black. I say the Holy Spirit is definitely a standout, especially after Beans let slip with the bank running dry. Only 5 days of water left remaining in the town. In this one scene we have our plot, our stakes, and our zoo story. Also, like this came from the director, voicing a turkey named Sergeant Turley. The next day, a posse is rounded up to find the bank robbers, leading to a great cover of Ghost Riders in the Sky, and a cover of Ride of the Valkyries on banjos. I cannot tell you how much I lost in the theater seeing the scene in the canyon. The banker, whose name is Merrimack, like the name for the ship, is also found dead as they all head into the canyon. The thespian scene is also a riot. It's also mentioned old legend about crossing desert to find water, which will be important later. I've also mentioned how much I love the environments of this movie, so let's continue. However, it turns out the boy has been squirreled away, and Rango goes to see the mayor during a game of golf. The response by Merrimack's death is also surprising since it corroborates Bean's suspicions. There's a glimpse of a construction project being important later. The townsfolk are getting restless, and Rango's maintaining order, especially in the view of Rattlesnake Jake, which was by fantastic Nick Nolte. Also, another mention of the one bullet multi-kill they've been setting up. Rango takes a journey through the desert, and the legend being spoken of is true. The whole journey features no dialogue, and we get next in stories done with visuals. We don't get any more words until we see the strange voice between Oliphant doing his best Clint Eastwood impression. After speaking with him, Rango knows what he must do. I still haven't seen Justified yet, but I heard it's good. Some saguaro trees leading to Las Vegas, along with Roadkill, have apparently survived his traffic accident. The mayor has been behind everything, much like his role in Toy Story 3 from previous year. Beatty did a great job in this role. I miss him. Rango returns to call out Rattlesnake Jake and the mayor, providing part of the payoff for the story in the saloon. With one bullet, the water flows and blows Jake away. Rango, having learned the sickening truth, decides to confront the mayor. Using Beans as a bargaining chip, he tries to end her and Rango one last time, but Rango uses the last bullet to bust out the water tank before they drown. She also consumes the mirror as underlings after failing to blackmail him. Film closes on Rango finishing his journey, and they all say he may die one day, as everyone does. I love that ending and this film. The movie was highly acclaimed when he Best Animated Feature at over 2011 in the Oscars. It made $245 million worldwide, $135 million budget. It remains one of my favorite anime films of 2010s. I want to address this movie for a whole year. I'm glad I finally got a chance to share it with you all. My final rating is 4 out of 4. My next family film review will be on one not a fraction as good as this. That will be all for now. Take care.